everyone. Thank you very much to this special episode of the Backwards K Baseball Podcast. I am Chris Asbrock, and I'm joined by my co-host, Scott Kaiser. But in this little section here, we have a special guest, the number 2 player in the 2028 class, rated by Perfect Game, and he's a local baseball product from Middletown, goes to Bishop Fenwick High School, Carter Shouse. Carter, my man, thank you so much for joining us. And how are you doing today?
No problem. I'm doing pretty good today. I just got done with some hitting and throwing, arm care.
There we go. That's good, man. You always got to take care of yourself and keep the training going. Oh, yeah. So just kind of, just some, fun, things here. What's your favorite major league team and growing up and now in terms of player wise as well?
I'd say now my favorite team's the Phillies. I'm a big Bryce Harper guy. I love the energy he brings to the game. And then I'm also a big Trey Turner guy. Love those two playing together. And then obviously Schwarber. He's from around here. Little Schwarbomb action here and there. Love seeing that guy. And then obviously just I fell in love with Bryce Harper when I was little when he was with the Nationals. But I feel like he just brings the energy to the table, which I love doing for my team and my teammates. But I definitely say those 3 guys, and the Phillies are my.
Yeah, it's a hell of a grouping right there, man. There's just some studs. One of Scott's favorite teams. If you've checked out our show before, Scott's a huge Braves guy. So
I'm all right with the Phillies that you named though, because those are the ones that I actually really like too. Seeing a lot of them in the NL East for their most of their careers. I unfortunately cannot hate Bryce Harper, unlike most of Braves country. I love the way he plays the game. So the fact that you emulate your game after him, that's a good one to emulate. As long as you didn't say a Yankee or a Met, we were going to be all right.
That's true. Yeah, there would be definitely no love lost there. All right, man. So another one. What player, have you? Wish you have gotten a chance to see, play that, that is long retired or anything like that?
I really wish I would have gotten to see Derek Jeter play. I'm a little too young for that, but I really wish I was there for when he was still playing. And I obviously just watching his highlights and everything and his last walk-off and his last at-bat, I wish I was there to see that. I mean, he was something else. I mean, from where he came from to where he ended his career was pretty crazy.
Yeah, he did have an incredible career. That's, you're definitely not wrong there. The good old captain, I know. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty legendary. We'll go with that. We will go with that. Scott, you got anything there?
Yeah, outside of your favorite team there, what team would you most like to play for if you could pick where you got drafted? Where would it be?
That's a tough one.
No pressure.
I mean, I've always like ever since I've been a Phillies fan, I've always wanted to play for them. I've loved their fan base. I mean, they brought Bryson Stott back from being, he was not hitting very well, and then a game later he's hitting, doing his thing again. I mean, that fan base, those players, I'd love to play for them. And then obviously I'd love to stay close to home and play for the Reds. But
yeah, that'd be sick, man. That'd be sick. So you're a pitcher and center fielder mainly. You do play some first base. In terms of pitching, what is your favorite aspect about pitching?
I mean, I'd say now since I've been growing older, I've been able to, overpower hitters. And I'd say just being able to be up there and be confident and know that I have my, my 4 pitches to just, I guess, annihilate somebody or just like go through the order and do my thing is just like, I feel like for me, it's very comforting not to have to like every outing have to freak out and worry about and do something that's like out of my norm and just be able to relax and have a good outing every single time I go out there and not have to worry about anything extra.
There we go.
So what do you enjoy more, striking a guy out or throwing a guy out from the outfield?
Oh. I feel like strikeouts have become kind of a norm for me. Not trying to just say that I strike everybody out, but I feel like it's become kind of a norm. So I feel like throwing a guy out from the outfield is pretty dang cool.
Yeah, dude, there's no better feeling. I played center field, man. It is.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome, man. There's just that feeling. Just someone's challenging you, and you just freaking throw a laser in there, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome, man. So far, what's your best experience in baseball so far?
Without a doubt, we were playing for USA. That was, without a doubt, that's my best experience. The four coaches that I had from training camp, and then getting to work with them throughout that, and then the 2 weeks we had with them, just the bond that I built with those coaches and those players, and then being able to bond with them every day. My roommate Jordan Kurz, and then just the whole atmosphere, playing with my best friends. Jared Grinlinger, who you probably know, and then the whole experience was just insane that I never thought I would be able to have until I was older. Even then, I wasn't sure that I'd be able to do it, but just having it now, like a few months ago, was absurd.
Yeah, that was going to be actually a question I was going to ask you later on, but the fact you played for USA Baseball, what does that mean, or what did that mean for you to have that USA across your chest, man? Because that's awesome. That's pretty special.
So obviously, the first time you ever wear something, it's just a little USA practice jersey. But then that first game you have, when you put on a jersey and it has USA across your chest, it's an unreal feeling that you'll never feel again. It's insane. And then obviously we played on 9/11, and I pitched that day, and obviously that was a really emotional day for all of us. And be able to play that day, pitch that day, come out with a win was really big for us too.
Wow. That's awesome, man. That is really cool. Yeah. Just like I said, I see you're wearing the USA shirt as well. That's that's cool, man. That's just an unbelievable, proud moment it's got to be for you just to have that. That's cool, man. Really, really cool. Congrats on that.
And those who don't know, you also you played basketball too, right?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell us a little bit about your basketball playing? What positions do you play, and what's your favorite thing about being on the court?
I'd say I'm a forward / small forward, and then I'd say I can shoot the ball, but I can get downhill and take it to the rack too. And then I'd say either just overpowering somebody, taking the ball to the rack, or taking a charge on out of control guys and getting the crowd into it, and flexing on somebody, and you're getting back on defense. You block your shot, and you go down and hit a little and one on them. That's get you going for sure.
I love it, man. I love it. So
do you play any other sports besides basketball?
I played baseball, football, and basketball until I was in 7th grade.
Okay.
And then everything started to translate. I was starting to kind of get looked at going into my 8th grade summer, my summer going into 8th grade. And I was I'm not sure if I want to take the risk in football anymore, because I need to focus on, hitting the weight room and, getting stronger, and then also focusing on basketball at the same time, because that's, also something that I love. Not that I miss football like anything. I miss football. I wish I could still play, but I wouldn't have been able to play for USA if I played football. And most of my big opportunities can come in the fall, and I wouldn't want to play football, screw my team for something else, leave them behind, but also at the same time I have to worry about my future. And obviously those big opportunities will come in the fall.
What position do you play in football?
I was a quarterback and a linebacker.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's two completely different there. I like that. I like that.
Leaders on
both sides. I was a quarterback that wanted to knock somebody's head off. So
see, there you go. You run that ball, you lower that shoulder, man, and just truck somebody. Yeah, it's a great feeling. So you're an intense dude, man. Okay. So question that comes with that, do you hate to lose more, or do you love to win more?
I'd say I'd hate to lose more. I love winning, but I cannot stand losing. I absolutely hate it.
Thank you. That's how I am, man. I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, winning's great, but man, losing, it's just, I don't know. There's that defeat factor to it.
I mean, winning's like, hey, you get to enjoy it for 5 minutes, but then like when you lose, it's going to stick with you for the rest of the night and the rest of the week. Like, I can't stand it.
See, there we go. That's okay. To me, that's a true competitor right there. Like, to me, a true competitor, they just hate to lose. Like, that's what it comes down to. So they're going to do everything they can to make sure that they don't.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I like that.
So what about some of your other sports like playing basketball and football and whatnot? What kind of helps translate onto the on the baseball diamond? Like what skills can you use on both of them that you're kind of like, oh man, we do this a lot in basketball, but it really helps me in baseball?
I'd say football really helped me with the mental side of things. Because when I was younger, I wasn't mental in a bad way, but like I was mental, like if I got out or something like that, I would always get really mad. But then I feel like with football, I took a lot of defeats and I was like, I have to keep my cool and keep my composure and still keep playing well. And I feel like that's definitely translated over to baseball because I'm not going to have my best game or my best outing every game. I'm going to have to keep my cool and, see what went wrong and then come back out the next day or my next outing and compete and actually play good that day. And then I feel like with basketball, I feel like conditioning side of things and the speed things have helped me with that. But also I feel like my competitiveness in basketball is like second to none with anything. Like I will do anything to win a basketball game, but also like my competitiveness in baseball is like insane too. But I feel like with basketball, just like all like the running and stuff we do has really helped me stay conditioned, and also like my speed has helped me in basketball translate to baseball also.
Okay, so basketball season's it should be wrapping it up here pretty soon, shouldn't it?
Yeah, so we have 5 games left, and the tournament draws on the 22nd.
Okay, and then once that's done, man, you're gonna be right into high school ball then.
Yes, sir.
Crazy, yeah, it gets rolling quick, man.
Oh yeah,
gets rolling quick. During baseball season, what's a typical day look like for you?
Ooh. So, depending on what day it is, I'll wake up, 8:30. So I'll ask you this, like game day or an off day?
Whatever. We'll do game day first, and then you can do off day.
All right, so we're game day. So, obviously, I'm a national level baseball player, so I'm never home. So, at all.
True.
So I'll wake up, go down, have some breakfast in the hotel lobby, get some eggs, get some sausage, maybe a bagel for some carbs, and then go back up. Depending on what time my game is, let's say I have let's say I play 8 at night. I'll go up, I'll do some stretching. Just hang out with my mom and dad. And then my team, my Hit Dogs team, we love playing cards in our off time. Like we'll play euchre for hours. So, we'll go grab lunch as a team, then we'll come back and play some euchre or whatever card game we want to play that day. And then, I'll probably go hop in the hot tub, just get my muscles relaxed. And then I'll probably go up around, 2 or 3, take a little nap. And then we'll go grab a bite to eat, and then I'll throw my headphones on and I get locked in before we start warming up. And then from there on out, it's just me versus that other team. You're not going to win this game. So
there you go.
Well, that leads us right into the perfect next question, because we got to know what's on your playlist, man. How do you get hyped up for a game?
Whoa.
Like what are the kids listeing to get fired up?
So, if we're listening to it as a team, it's just like, we're like, hey, what do you want on Ox? What do you want on Ox? So we're just like, just typing in some random song, but for me, I'll have a little bit of rap mixed in there, a little bit of country, I'll throw on some Luke Combs or some Morgan Wallen, and then I'll have some Lil Baby or some Gunna in there, and I don't know. Those 4 artists right there just get me in the zone, man. I mean, I don't know what it is about those 4 guys, but I mean,
do you guys have a designated team DJ or no?
It varies. It varies.
Okay.
It varies.
Yeah, because some guys lose that. They lose that privilege, man. If that music getting hit, man, it's you can lose that privilege pretty quick. Okay.
Do you guys get to pick up your walk up song at this age?
High school, yeah. We don't do it for summer ball, but high school, yeah.
Okay. So what's your walk up music?
I think I'm gonna go with some Billy Squire.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I like it. I
fell in love with it when Billy Amick started doing it, and Tennessee fans started clapping every time he went up to the plate. So I was like, why don't I do that? So
that's awesome.
I think we're going with Billy Squire.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
I like that. So what you were talking about Billy Amick in Tennessee. What you follow any college programs? Or I mean, do you have any time to? I mean, obviously you're super busy, but man.
Oh, do I follow college baseball?
Yes. Good.
I'm all over college baseball, man.
It's the best, man. It is the best.
Love it.
What team do you like the most?
Tennessee.
Okay.
I don't have anything over here with me, but I'm a Tennessee geek, dude. I like Coach Vitello.
I'll say Vitello's the best, man.
That is my favorite person in this entire world. Like, I love Vitello. And then, Christian Moore is probably my favorite player, honestly.
Okay.
MLB college, even though he's in the minors, he's my favorite player. And then, you got Blake Burke, who's just going to hit the ball 600 feet. And then, Billy Amick, he can hit the ball wherever he wants to. And then you got Hunter Ensley out there who's just going to, jump over the catcher and get you your winning run. So,
yeah, they were fun, man. They were so fun to watch in the CWS last year. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah, man.
I tell you what, man, there was, you're talking about Tony Vitello. I think when he first started at Tennessee, there was something about him I was like, I didn't like. I don't know what it was, but I was like, man, this guy just ain't it for me. And then as it continued to progress, I was like, okay, this guy is legit. He's awesome. He's just a good dude. Players love him. So, I mean, he's that kind of coach that anybody would want. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then those days, those days of Drew Gilbert and Jordan Beck, I mean, I was the biggest Drew Gilbert person you would ever meet in your life. I mean, everybody hated it for me because everybody thought he was just some arrogant, cocky guy. But me, I was like, that's who I want to be when I grow up.
You gotta have a swagger to you, man, because I think that adds a lot to it. I mean, as long as you're not overly cocky, but you gotta be confident in your game.
100%.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. So you've skyrocketed up the ranking boards for the 2028 class. So you're sitting right now, according to Perfect Game, at number 2. What opportunities, like showcases, etc., have you used to take advantage of that to continue to progress up the boards and obviously, better your numbers moving forward?
So with PG, it was definitely my first, the showcase that I did to skyrocket my stuff to number 7, first PG showcase I'd ever done.
Okay.
So that indoor was a great experience for me. And then that got me up to 7. So then I started, I was getting these showcase invites left and right. And then I got the national showcase invite, which that was July, something like that. And then that helped me. That was obviously that was the biggest showcase of the year. That definitely helped me, progress my numbers. And then for PBR, I'm going to the pro case in 2 weeks, which that will definitely be a big one for me to be able to update my numbers and get my name. Obviously, it's out, but get my name out even more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, more exposure the better, man. That's just how it is.
100%.
So, in looking at your latest numbers, last I was able to find, looks like the majority of them are here from July 26. So you had fastball velo of 89. You ran a 60 and 7.1. That's not too bad. A lot faster than me. Outfield velo of 93. Exit velo 91. So, in terms of those numbers there, you see your numbers after an event. And knowing what those are, you've got a benchmark, heading into the summer, whenever that showcase is. You have a lot of showcases now where people are getting stuff out here in the spring and everything like that moving forward. Does that change your training, in terms of mentality, or you just still want to crush every aspect of it?
I think I still want to like focus on everything, but if there's one number that I'm not happy with, I'll focus on that one a little bit more. But I'm not going to drop everything else and just focus on one thing. I'll still work on everything, but focus on that one little thing a little bit more than I was.
Okay. What numbers like right now that you look at, you see that from the last PG event? Is there anything that's like sticking out? Like, man, damn, I want to do better than that.
My 60, obviously it wasn't bad. I was hoping for a sub 7, but 7-1 isn't terrible. 7-1-0 isn't terrible. But that exit velo is sticking out like a sore thumb. I mean, that's atrocious. Like, dude, that ain't gonna cut it. And I've been working on it lately. I think my highest has been like 98 or something like that. So, that's definitely been one of the things that I've worked on. So
yeah. You said you got another one in a couple weeks?
Yeah, it's the 15th.
Okay. So yeah, there you go. I mean, that you've got a benchmark right now, man. Of what?
Obviously the X velo for PG's off the tee, but
yeah.
And then I don't know what PBR is, but
do you consistently compare yourself to others? Like, do you have that drive? Because I know, like I said, you're a gamer, man.
I'd say sometimes I can like compare myself to others, but I mean, I feel like I'm at the stage in my, career now that I just need to focus on myself. And then if I need to, I'll compare myself to like not somebody my age, but somebody older than me. Like, now I'd compare myself to like a Grady Emerson or like somebody like that. I'm not going to like compare myself to somebody in like my age.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what part of your game do you think you need to work on the most besides, the exit velo? I know you said that sticks out, but what aspect of your game would you say, like, I could really get better at this?
Ooh. Man, that's tough. I'd probably say the speed side of things. I mean, everybody like they're like, "Oh, dude, you're pretty fast," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like kind of fast." But then when I watch myself, I look like I'm running in the wind. Like I feel like I'm not even that fast, and I feel like to take that next step, that'll be one of the big things is getting faster. But I think that's the biggest thing.
Do you like pitching or playing center field more?
Dude, people ask me this all the time, and I can never answer it. Like I just hitting through like an hour ago, and I'm like, just throwing fuzzballs down there, and I'm just like, dude, this is so fun. But then when I get in the center field and I go and make a diving play, it's like, dude, this is the best thing ever. Like,
yeah,
I if I can play it two-way for the rest of my life, I'm going to do it. Like, I don't know what, like, I can't tell you what I love more.
Do you think? Okay. I mean, obviously, you're younger now. Do you think that's an aspect of baseball that should change a little more, to where you have more of it?
I think.
I agree, man. Because one of the things that we talk about on the show is Paul Skeens. Like I followed Skeens when he was at Air Force. That dude was a freak.
Yeah, I mean,
look at DH. Man.
Yeah, look at Jack Caglione now.
Yes, like, Jackie Cags, man. That dude.
Yes, dude. He's throwing 99 and hitting 500-foot bombs. Like Cags is a dog, and he's a lefty.
Yes, exactly. You've got that, and you have like Michael Lorenzen from back when he was at Fullerton. Like guys like that. I think it's such a valuable, piece of the game, and it's if you can bring in, and that's why I advocated so hard for the Reds to bring in Jack Caglione, because you're getting two different guys. You're getting a stud hitter and a lefty that can absolutely bring the heat.
Yeah,
like definitely. To me, go for it. And it's like you see some of these guys. It's to me, it's totally worth it. And I've always wondered from somebody who could play, both ways. Would you like to advocate for that more?
Oh yeah, 100%. But I mean, speaking on the Reds pick, Chase Burns wasn't a bad pick either.
No, that was the thing going into it. We were talking about, I was like, man, the first like 4 or 5 picks, you could not go wrong at all.
Yeah. I mean, Chase Burns has been one of my favorite pitchers for the last 3 years. The energy, I feel like sometimes when you probably haven't even seen me pitch yet, but like when I come off the mound, I feel like Chase Burns. I'm jacked up. I'm like screaming, like, come on, like give me that. Like I'm jacked up. Like you would have thought I just like drank 4 energy drinks. Like striking somebody out like at the end of an inning gets me going. Like it's crazy.
So do you like, okay, pitching wise, do you like just blowing it by somebody or like, breaking one off in them and then they just, they corkscrew themselves?
I mean, I love blowing it by somebody, but I also like making them look stupid, just throw them a little backdoor slider and they just fall on their face and swing. I love doing that. I feel like just overpowering them is kind of fun too.
It is because to me, that's a mono thing. Like, all right, touch this and then bam, zipping it by them. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
What is in your pitching repertoire? What all do you throw?
I got a fastball, changeup, slider, and a curveball, and then I'm trying to work on a cutter right now. I just can never seem to get the feel for it because if I throw it right, it's super good. But then if I throw it wrong, it's like the same thing as my slider, which I like just threw, and I'm trying to like do something else. It looks too much like it, so I'm like I don't know how to, but.
Okay. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I can see how that could be a problem. Once you get that grip, though, man, it's like, I mean, it just adds another weapon to you. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So this area is a hotbed for high school baseball. We've got, some stud teams around here. It doesn't seem to get the national recognition though that other areas do. Obviously, you've got Florida, Georgia, you name it, California, Texas, everywhere. But you being the, as highly ranked as you are, do you feel a sense of pride carrying a flag for Cincinnati or in local baseball, when you go around nationally?
Oh, 100%. Like, kids will always, you got all these memes out here about Ohio and they're just like, saying all this, and then they're like, "Hey, you're from Ohio. You're like a Midwest guy. You're a cold weather state guy." And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "How do you get it done?" And it's just kind of cool to just hear that, and it's like, I can get it done and still, be on this national level. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, because I mean, you saw like last year. I mean, Jake Hanley from Mason tore it up at the Super 60. He's in Indiana now. You got guys like Matt Ponatowski, who is at Moeller. Zion Theophilus. I mean, there's some dudes in this area, man.
Yeah.
And that's just, I just named just 2 programs, but you've got, you got Baden, obviously yourself at Fenwick. Yeah. You got East. There's just so many programs here, man, that it seems like I said, the respect factor just isn't there because, again, like you said, we're a cold weather Midwestern state.
100%.
Come on, man. We produce, ball players too, man. It's just, give us that respect.
Exactly. 100%.
There you go. That's where it's on you, man. Continue to show out, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Continue to do your thing. We appreciate you coming on and doing the show with us, man. Thanks a lot.
100%. Anytime.
Yeah, that's awesome. We'll have to get out and check out a game, man.
Oh yeah,
cool to see you in action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, man, truly appreciate you. This was awesome.
100%.
There you go.
Thanks a lot, Carter.
Yeah,
no
thanks,
problem.
Carter. Appreciate it. Have yourself a good one, my man.
You too.
Take care and best of luck.